You right, lads? Welcome to On The Bench TV. How are ye all doing this evening? Let me just quickly tweet this one out. Send out a tweet so that people see it. We've got 15 bloody notifications on Twitter. Oh, I haven't been able to go on it today. Lots of messages, as always. Apologies if anyone's messaged me. Firmino, Mane, not the actual Mane, as if, as if. Giwi, good evening, mate. Evening, Giwi. How are you, mate? Hope you're well tonight. Tyrell, yes, Daz. I love how you always say that, Tyrell. He's always like, yes, Daz. Random name. Hey, Daz. Hey, mate. How are you tonight? Paul, hello, Daz. Hello, Paul. Giwi, what's there to talk about now? Oh, I'm pulling things out my ear. I don't even need that in at the moment, to be fair. Maybe later, maybe later. I don't know too much at the moment, mate. What I was thinking, we're going to do something new today, guys. I'll say hello a bit and then I'll talk about something and see if you guys are up for doing what I've got in my head. I don't know why this is doing this refreshing thing again. Don't do it to me. Guess who isn't busy again, says random name. me and everyone. What's up, Daz? You right, Noi? How are you, buddy? Good to see you joining us tonight, Noi, mate. Leighton Long, hi, Daz. You right, Leighton, mate? How are you, my friend? Why the Brazilian flag? Ah, random. I'm glad you've asked that. One of the subscribers, Colin, made that and he sent it to me and he said I can use it for the channel if I want to. So I thought I'd put it on there. So I want to say he's not in at the moment, but hopefully he joins us. But yeah, I thought I'd put it up for this live stream so that he can see. You know, you sound tired, mate. No, just a bit quiet, G-Wee, because obviously the time and that, I've got to keep it down a little bit because the boy's in bed. So, but my missus is at home tonight, so she's on baby watch. Thank God. But yeah, that's why I've got the Brazilian flag random, mate, because he made it and he said I can use it. So I thought, yeah, it's quite nifty, isn't it, eh? We put it on the stream. I thought, why not, eh? Wrestle World, you right, Wrestle, mate? How are you this evening, mate? Fizzy, hey Daz, hope you're well. I'm good, mate. How are you? LSM, I can be here for an hour or so. Let's go. Good to hear it, LSM. Good to hear it. Paul says, Daz, I see Virgil van Dijk have urged Jurgen Klopp to buy a young Dutch defender called Matthias de Ligt, aged 18. This is what you guys was on about earlier. I thought people was talking about him, Van Dijk urging Klopp to sign De Vrij, however you say his name. I mean, I cottoned on that it must be this young lad. So yeah, my apologies to you lot that was talking about this earlier. I hadn't seen about it, to be honest, but yes, I have seen about this. Anyone got any updates on that? Anyone follow him? Know anything about him? Because he's new to me, guys. I'm going to be honest, I don't know too much about him at the moment. Random name says, oh my god, I just realised I'm on my old account. Remember Gaming Lad? That's my new account. Ah, yes. Well, there you go. That makes sense then. Ah, yes. I was like, what? FC Spectra, welcome to the stream tonight, mate. How are you this evening, buddy? Got work tomorrow, ain't you? Got get ready for work, innit? Yeah. It's horrible, innit, when you got work and that, early doors and stuff. Sup, Daz and Nikib? What's up, my friend? How are you? Wolves player, says Spectra. And Neves, I'm guessing you're on about. Mikey Garney, yo, Daz, how are you, mate? I'm good, thank you, Mikey, mate. I'm glad you've joined us tonight, buddy. Rest world, I am good, apart from might have to go to college tomorrow, even though we're usually not in on a Thursday normally. Oh, tell him to jog on, wrestle. So, look, Thursdays, the deal is we don't come in on a Thursday, so why should I come in on a Thursday? It's just not written in the contract, is it? And say, Daz from On The Bench LFC and On The Bench TV says, I don't have to come in because he's live streaming and it could go on and get really messy until early hours of the morning, so I can't come in. Right, you can just blame it on me. Just say that, you know, I had a bug and I gave it to you over the live stream, if that's possible. I'll take the blame for you, buddy. There you go. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Dad, I told you it was Light and he was from Ajax. Yeah, I see that people was talking about it, but I was getting all confused. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then, you know, sometimes when I'm trying to read and catch up with comments and that, I don't necessarily take certain ones in, and I was like, are they on about De Vrij, De Ligt? And then I was like, yes, they're on about someone else. They're not on about De Vrij. And I was like, oh, I don't know, you know. I mean, I was like, yes, I've heard of this lad, but I don't know anything about him, guys, to be honest. LSM, I'll get my laptop fixed soon. It appears my inbuilt mic doesn't pick up any sound, so I can't talk. It sucks. When I get fixed, you and me Skype, wink. Indeed, indeed. I was going to say, if anyone's got Skype tonight, then you need to, I'm going to test it. So if anyone wants to ring into the show and we can get your views on the show for Liverpool, that'd be cool. Gunners boys, hi. You alright, Gunners boys? How are you, my friend? Are you a Liverpool supporter or are you an Arsenal supporter? Let me know, my friend. Paul says you can check players out on YouTube. Yes, yes, yes. Have you seen PFA Team of the Year? Indeed, Mikey, indeed, mate. I was talking about it on my stream I did earlier, my friend. I'm surprised Aguero got in over Sterling or Sane. I said I think Sane should have been in there. And Salah should win Player of the Year. Yeah, he's more dangerous than Pat Phillips. Yeah, definitely. Keith, welcome to the stream, mate. Wait, this might seem stupid, but I haven't been watching your live streams because of school, but everything has changed with stream setup and background. It's not stupid, Keith. It's not stupid. It has changed, mate. It has changed. I've been working on it. I worked on it last night. I did a few things yesterday. Well, I'll say a few things. Spent a few hours yesterday evening. Sorts of things out, like you see, like the desk in front of me and that. I've put all that together. Made that, like, there's an award now that every Sunday I'm going to pick subscriber of the week and you can get your name on there. I've put a few things out and stuff on there as well. I've just been tweaking a few things and that Brazilian flag I've put on the live stream today. Arsenal for life, says Gunners boys. There you go. See, the clue was in the name, wasn't it? Gunners boys, really. Hope you're right anyway, mate. Yes, the Brazilian flag was made by one of the subscribers, Colin. He said I can use it if I want, so I thought I like that, and I like that he sent it to me. So I thought I'd put it on his stream for Colin, you know, so that's why that one's on there, but the rest of it's changed. I'm progressing everything, if you know what I mean. Paul says, anyone know what to do with pesky bird who keeps chirping every morning at 5 AM, the same fucker on the same street at the same time? Get an air rifle, Paul, mate. Unless it's actually a proper female and not, you know, because I tend to call women birds. But I wouldn't suggest getting an air rifle out. Sam, hello, you beautiful red fuckers. You right, Sam, mate? How are you this evening? Heard Klopp will give Ragnar Klavan a new 5-year contract. That ain't going to happen, is it? Surely. How old is Klavan? Can't remember how old he is, but he ain't getting a 5-year, is he? Only Liverpool fans allowed. Last time we had other fans. Too many arguments happen. We've got other fans that join in. I've got other fans. We've got Man City fans on here. Got a couple of Arsenal fans that do join in and that. Trying to think who else we've got as well. We've got a Chelsea fan that I know is Chelsea, but I don't think any of you know is Chelsea. I think there's one Spurs fan that has joined in before that I know personally, and he did say that he was from Spurs. He's a Spurs fan as well. But yeah, I always say if they've got input and that, like, and they're not absolute knowledge, you know what I mean? Like, more the merrier. Like, it makes for good, interesting conversation sometimes. You know, as soon as people are stupid, then the mods just get rid of them anyway. So it never seems to affect me. But I always say, be polite to others, guys, unless they're rude to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you know, like the City boys that we've got in here and that, they've been polite, even like with Liverpool kicking them out of Champions League and that. They haven't been rude, have they, and stuff. Her Klopp will give Ragnar. Oh, I saw that one. That was where I was, wasn't it? Sam, you dirty bag. How are you? I love it. I think Robertson, Tarkovsky, and Alexa as well. Unlucky not to get in a PFA Team of the Year. Yeah, I think we was talking earlier about Robertson, Nakib, like not making it, and I think it's because he wasn't obviously featuring for Liverpool, was he, up until more recently. I think that's what it is. I think there would have been a few Liverpool players actually in the PFA Team of the Year if Liverpool didn't have a shit start of the season. Really, to be honest, guys, we were giving away shocking points and things, weren't we, at the beginning of the year? So that will improve. It will improve for definite. I think next year, as long as we start strong and we finish strong, Liverpool finish the second half of the season strong. We just need to do that all year next year. I just hope we don't do our usual and play like we've done for the second half of the year. But half of the season we're crap, or consistency levels seem to dip, don't they? And that happens to us every year. So I wanted to have like Gunners bloke still in here. Like, what do you make of your team this year? Because I'm pretty sure your fans aren't very happy at the moment. I think LSM should be a subscriber of the week, lad. Has been here consistently. LSM will be at some point, I'm pretty sure. LSM has been one of my main subscribers for time. I think, you know, to win it from now on, it's just literally simple things like joining in it, like, you know, thumbs up on the videos, commenting, interacting with the other subscribers, stuff like that. Leon is subscriber of the week for this week, mainly because of the good news that he received that his mum beat cancer, and I thought that was amazing. So yeah, I wanted to give him my first award, and then every Sunday, every live stream that I do on a Sunday, I will pick my next week's subscriber of the week, if you know what I mean, and then your name will feature on that little award, and yeah, you'll be the king of the subscribers for the week. Oh dear. Heard Klopp will give Adam Bogdan a new 5-year contract. Spectra, if Klopp gives Adam Bogdan a 5-year contract, I will cry. I hate Bogdan tonight. Mikey, my brother Jake joined before, and he's a United fan. Yeah, there you go, Mikey. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about having other fans and that. Like, you know, like, get on the channel and stuff like that. That doesn't bother me at all. Like, as long as they're like decent supporters, like, you know, like in life in general, like where I live, a lot of my mates that down here don't support Liverpool, and you know, it's good to have a bit of banter and that, but like, it's good to have conversations and stuff. I just think the ones that I don't like are the ones that come on and go, Liverpool shit, you're all wankers and all that, and it's like, alright, see you later then, mate. You know, like, they're the ones that the mods just get rid of straight away. But other than that, don't really get much trouble, do we? Guess you get more dollar, says random name. I'm not earning any dollar on this at the moment, mate. Like, it doesn't really make anything for me at the moment, but my other channel would, I guess, if I had more people on it. But this one, I don't have any adverts or whatever. I have been a main indeed. You have indeed. LSM, we drew 10 games this season. Yeah. Just need to cut out on the draws. LFC Spectra, don't want him. Says Paul. Right, guys. Oh, hang on. LFC Spectra, Daz, your channel was growing like Mo Salah breaking records. Yeah. This channel's not my main one, is it? My main one I've got to get back on next week. I'm going to start my main one again. That one's got over 2,000 subscribers. This one's sitting at 700 and something, I believe. But yeah, once I get back on my main channel, I'll be well happy, because that one I'll start to grow again. I'm going to start doing things like, while the games are live again, like, you know, I'll be watching the game and doing them, because that seems to help and stuff. People seem to like watching me watching the games, and I don't know, people said I was funny when I was watching them. I don't know why, but yeah, I think it's because I was shouting loads, maybe, not sure, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the channels will steadily grow, and that's why I wanted to like do some cool stuff with it, make it look a bit better and that, before I start getting back on both channels and everything. And I wanted to do all this as well and get it all set up how I wanted it, because soon my workload off of the channels, like my other job, if you know, my proper job, this ain't a job, but my actual job is going to be manic, so I needed to get this done before that happens, because I won't have the time to be able to do it all at the same time, if that makes sense. Nathan Aki, anyone? He's quality, isn't he? He is quality. To be fair, I think he had a really good game against Mo Salah. Paul says I'll take Aki. Yeah, I don't think Aki is much of an upgrade on Matip or Lovren, says Tyrell. I think he's quality for his age though, don't you, Tyrell? Think of like his age and that, but yeah, I think Matip confuses me a little bit, because Matip was like our best centre-back in my opinion last year. I mean, this year he's just like, he's kind of disappeared into a little hole, isn't he, really? And Lovren, as long as Lovren keeps up a consistency level, Lovren could be a solid centre-back, but it's consistency that worries me, because Lovren can be quality, he's proven that, but then he throws it away, doesn't he? Because he's got mistakes in him, which is what worries me. Her Klopp will give. Don't even go there, LFC Spectra. I am only 14. Come on, mate. Give the sub of the week to me, says Jewy. It will happen at some point, Jewy. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I think all of you will end up with it because like all you lads that are in here, you seem to join in every time, you know. So, you know, it will happen. Trust me. You just have to wait till the Sundays, and I'm pretty sure you get picked, guys. That's what I was going to say. Something that I might do over the next few, like a couple of weeks, see how it goes down, is like earlier I did a live stream, didn't I? Like where I spoke about something in particular, and like these like laid back subscriber talks. Today's latest Liverpool FC news and things like that. I haven't looked up anything this evening because I've been busy, so I thought, right, while I'm live on the stream, to make it a bit interesting, I'll come on my phone and have a look to see whether there's anything that is an update on what we've spoke about earlier or whatever. And if there's anything that you guys want me to look at as well or bring up, then feel free to bring it up and we'll have a little chat about it while we're live on the stream. Like this, look. Salah sets sights on eclipsing Rush Red's record. So Salah is 8 away from eclipsing the legend Rush's tally of 47. And that was set back in 1983-84 campaign. So do you guys reckon that Mohamed Salah can do it? But Rush got 47, didn't he, back then? But I swear he played like a lot more games, didn't he, in that campaign? Let me have a look. See, Salah has been absolutely outstanding. It's not over yet, but Rush played a lot more games that season than what Salah is. So if Salah manages to do it, then I think that'd be quality. But what do you guys think on it? See, this is what I've got in my head, guys, that I want to do. Like, just have a look at some of the stories that's come out today, and like we can like do that and then have a look, if you know what I mean, and like have little discussions while we're on it. Gives us some topics to talk about. And I'm gonna as well, like, it's not that I'm being rude or whatever, but I'm just gonna try and keep down towards the bottom of the chat sometimes, because I don't want to fall behind like when I do this. That way I can keep up relevant with what I'm asking questions with you guys. Mikey's saying he's wasted as third keeper though, isn't he? So you must be are you talking about Ward? Because I think Ward is wasted as a third choice keeper. I want to be in a Twitter group chat. Who wants to be in one, lads? Says Sam. Yeah, Dad's quick mansion tour. Hey, what's this about a mansion tour? Paul says, Dad, your kitchen looks like the bridge of the Enterprise. Like the bridge of the Enterprise. Oh, mate. I don't know. My toilet might do though, with a few Klingons hanging around, Paul. Oh, I was going to break out a bit of Basil Brush there and do a bit of a boom boom, you know. Sam says the new place looks bloody class, proper brilliant. You far from the old gaff? I'm not too far, Sam, not too far. Is a lot nicer than the other place though, because the other place was an old house that we converted into 2 flats. We split the house up into 2 flats because it was when my missus' stepdad passed away. We moved from our place that we was living in back in with her mum to help look after her, but I said the only way that I would do that to look after her was if we converted it so that we had like our own space. So we turned it into the 2 flats, so we had our own kitchen, our own bathroom and all that stuff, but we only had 1 bedroom and we had our own front room and everything. Obviously you guys saw that, but where it was a house, I think it was, it was a 3-bedroom house. It gave us only 1 bedroom, so Riley was in there. So obviously we got to a point where we needed to have a bedroom for Riley as well. So we moved here, and this is a new build. So some people prefer old houses, some people prefer new. I prefer new builds, if you know what I mean. But we got stuff to still do, yeah. But it's already cost us an absolute fortune what we've done already. That's why it took me a couple of weeks, guys, just to get things sorted out and everything. But it will come. Like, we got to get some carpets down and that, but we've been quoted a lot of money for the carpets that I want at the moment. So got to take our time with the carpets. We've got to buy a new sofa, because the sofas that you guys remember from the old place, the brown ones, we've got them in here, but they don't look good in here. We're going for a grey theme in here now, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're about to buy a corner sofa as well, which will be tasty. So yeah, but yeah, it's nice. We're happy with it. Riley's happy. Riley loves his bedroom. I'll have to take a picture of what Riley's bedroom looks like, guys, because it's like a Liverpool theme, but it's not Liverpool, because my missus was like, he's too young for it to just be Liverpool. He loves football as well, so it's like a red / like grey theme and that, but it's sick. Like, we've got this wall sticker, it's like a football kit, and it's a red one, and it was the year he was born as a number, and then Riley writ on it, and like a little football next to it. It just looks sick up on the wall. Like, can't wait. And we're just buying him some Liverpool bedding as well for his bed. You can probably see all the flat packing stuff's now gone, because I just built that yesterday, all his wardrobe and all that for his bedroom. That's all done. Anyway, I've digressed. My apologies. Like I say, it's a laid back one, guys. That's what I do late at night, and we just talk about loads of stuff. Yeah. Mate, it's getting late. Got to rest and go tomorrow. Good night. Good night, G-Wee, mate, if you're still there, buddy. Jose Mourinho never made it a smile tonight, and that means he's losing the plot at Manchester United. Yeah, Spectre, exactly. Paul, Harry Payne / Kane scored again. I guess he can claim that goal off Marcel. I don't know why this jumps like this. Right, that's where I was. When Ward went to Aberdeen and Huddersfield, both set of fans said he was a quality keeper. Yeah, I rate him, Mikey. I do rate him. Ramon Spectre, anyone who is United eventually becomes insane. Yeah, I would. I hate United. Heard Mo Salah went to English FA for claim to all goals at the weekend, but was rejected by them. Sam, Kane's a wanker who causes a tsunami when he goes through the alphabet. Mikey, could Ward handle the responsibility as number 2? I reckon he could. I think it's time. If he's gonna ever be a top goalkeeper for a top club, then I think he needs to be given a chance of being number 2 now, to prove that he's ready to take that next step, you know. Fatal, you're right, Fatal, mate. How are you today, buddy? Hey, Daz, hope you're having a good day. Did you hear about the Ruben Neves rumours? I did indeed. Actually, that's a point. We can talk a bit about that in a minute, can't we? Because you guys were bringing that up earlier, so we could do that in this live stream, but I hope you're alright, Fatal, mate. Mikey, I'm not sure, but he's at least got to be given a chance. We're giving Mignolet too many chances. I agree with that one for sure. So I feel battle for number 1 between Ward and Carrius could result in a very good number 1 goalkeeper. Me too, Tyrell. I fully agree with that one. Spectre says, boom, boom. Good old bit of Basil, eh, lads? Bit of Basil. God, showing our age, didn't we? Random says, oh, Daz, I heard bad news yesterday. Remember when my eardrum burst? Oh, no, yeah, I remember. Well, my other eardrum did too, so now I'm half deaf for 6 weeks. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I was going to say, I'm sorry to hear that, but that's taking a piss on it. I'm sorry. That's not good at all, man. It's not good at all. Hopefully, you recover quick. Do you know what I mean? But, that must be horrible, man. I know of people that have had burst eardrums and that say that it's like horrible and that. Like, I've never had it myself, and I wouldn't want it, you know. Fatal says, can't wait till Liverpool versus Napoli game in Dublin. Are you going to watch it, Fatal? Like, I bet you Irish lads are like well up for going and watch that game. Mikey, we'll probably see pre-season how good Ward can be. Yeah, I reckon so. I hope so. But will he stay or will he go? Will he stay or will he go? Spectre says, hey Daz, when is your brother J-Bo starting his own YouTube channel? I think he should be starting it soon, because one of the reasons why he hasn't got up and running with it at the moment is because he was having to do a lot of work with my dad's business, and that's about to slow down. He's about to stop doing that, so he's hoping that he can start doing his YouTube videos now soon. But he was practically having to run my dad's business for a while, so that'd be why, mate. He was just completely snowed in with work, basically. Bradstick says, "Hey up, Daz. Hey up, Bradstick. How are you, my friend? Welcome to the stream tonight, lad." Tom Conley. Hello, Tom Conley. How are you tonight, mate? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Sam says, "Firmino, to be fair, has been class this season. Firmino, I'm going to watch Wolves game to see Neves and Wolves play." Not a bad shout, Firmino. Not a bad shout at all. Emil, good night, lads. You right, Emil, mate? How are you? Brad, hey, Daz. You right, Brad the Gamer? How are you tonight, buddy? Firmino said, "I said on Twitter that Van Dijk deserves to be in the team of the year, and Don't Portsmouth fan said that Van Dijk is average and he doesn't deserve more than, of course, Ben May and Otamendi." Oh, mate, they talk shit, don't they, Ferno? Absolute rubbish. For Frakes, you don't sound stupid, mate. We are going to absolutely challenge for the title next season. I'm just trying to scroll up because I think I'm missing a few things. Spectre Daz, you should do live stream with Jack Mack day before Champions League semi-final on Tuesday. Do a live stream the day before the Champions League semi-final. Maybe I'll be able to speak to Jack and see if we can do something around it. I don't know whether he'd be free or whether I even be free the day before. But I'll try and work with Jack again, lads, like soon, because obviously with Liverpool, how we're doing in the Champions League, and I will speak to Jackie, lad, because me and him like working together, don't we? Like, you know, I ain't spoke to him in a little while because I've been mad busy, obviously with the move and everything. But I would love to work with him again, you know. Any of you guys on Twitter that want to have a little phone into the show, have your say on the show tonight? Remember, all you've got to do is Skype me. Just make sure that you're not loud, you know, like because we don't want to deafen the boys. I'm doing good. All you need, guys, is a Skype account and a set of these, basically, and you will buzz in, you will call me, or I can call you, and then everyone on the live stream should technically be able to hear what you've got to say, and I'll ask you a question and you can answer it, and you can sit there and we can have a little chin wag about Liverpool, about Mo Salah, about whatever you want, and it will come across. It'd be good to get one of you guys on there tonight. LSM can't, obviously, because he's got a few problems with that with his computer, but I want to start getting people on the stream. So one of you guys needs to get Skype now and do it now. We need it now, guys, now, ASAP. One of you guys needs to do it. We should have a call with like 6 viewers at once. Yeah, I need to look into things like that, Ferno, because I need to do something like that down the pipeline. It'd be cool if we could do that. I'm gonna basically invest down the line. It won't be at the moment, but at some point I will be investing in a better setup. I need to get a better mic because the one that I've got, I need the next one up, because my mic's alright, but it's alright for me, but I need a better one, basically. And then there's a couple of other things that I need to get as well, but that will come. There's a few sponsorship deals that might come my way that will help me get all that equipment anyway, so that'll be alright. So we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? But haha, I would, but I don't know how. Brad, mate, don't be afraid. No one should be afraid. Am I able to do it on phone? Says random name. Have you got Skype on your phone, mate? You can do it on your phone if you've got Skype on your phone. All you need to do is download Skype on your phone, and you can go. Blue Snowball is good. That's what I've got, Brad. I've got the Blue Snowball. That's what I'm using at the moment. But I want the next one up because it's a bit better. Daz, I would always watch entire ads for you. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I haven't got any on this at the moment, but I will. Like once I think I've got to hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel. But obviously on the other channel, I've got over 2,000. So there are adverts running on that. But you lads will probably know that because I do live streams on this one, I don't really do the video thing. If I did videos, you would see like ads and that popping up a lot more, like you do on other YouTube videos and that. LSM says, Daz, I always told you about making a Discord server. Should I perhaps Skype you about it? LSM, yeah, we do need to talk about that, because I wanted to ask you some questions about it, because I do want to make a Discord server to add everyone to it and everything, because I've been told that I need to make one for something anyway. So yeah, I will need to know the ins and outs of it. I was going to look it up. I just haven't got round to it, but yeah, feel free to message me. We won't do it tonight though, LSM, because obviously I'm doing this, so I can't at the same time. But yeah, one day soon, LSM, if that's alright. If you can help me with that, I muchly appreciate it. Download now says random name. Good man, good man. Spectre, who hates that guy on United stand called Mark Goldbridge? He banned me once for talking about Liverpool. He banned you for talking about Liverpool? And what is it? Man United? I take it United stand, Man United channel. So he can't ban you for talking about Liverpool, unless you was like being a dickhead on his channel, which yeah, that would go without saying, wouldn't it? Enecta, Daz, good to have you on. Just finished 12-hour shift. Eat some nice food and watch you. Come on, LFC. Good to hear it, mate. Good to hear it. 12-hour shifts are killers, aren't they, mate? I know the feeling. I've been there. I've done that, mate. It's never good, is it? But I'm glad that you can sit and eat some nice food and listen to me, you know, chat shit, and hopefully listen to a couple of the lads as well talk. That's what I'm hoping tonight. While we're waiting for that, though, guys, look, let's see if there's something else that we can bring up. Shameless tout selling Liverpool v Roma tickets for over £4,000. Sure. Furious fans claim hundreds of seats worth at most £59 are being sold for extortionate rates. What the hell? Shameless ticket touts are cashing in on Liverpool's Champions League success by charging more than £4,000 for tickets to Anfield. There was tickets earlier. I said on my live stream earlier, guys, that I was looking at trying to get these tickets, and I could get tickets earlier for about 500 quid for one ticket, and I was like, I'm not paying £500 for a ticket, because yeah, you can buy them up to like £59. But yeah, I can't believe they're selling them at like £4,000. But furious fans are complaining that hundreds of seats were being sold today for extortionate rates ranging from hundreds up to more than £4,000. Jesus. The first set of tickets for Big Clash were released this morning to season ticket holders, and hundreds have already begun to appear online, being sold via ticket reselling sites. One of these such websites is TicketBiz, where the lowest price for a ticket on resale starts at £606 and rockets up to an eye-watering £4,203. Oh mate, that is ridiculous. That's in alongside lower tier as well, guys. Imagine to nearly £8,500 for a pair of tickets. What are your views on that, lads? Tell me what your views are on that. I would not pay them prices. I can't afford to pay them prices, but I wouldn't be paying that. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Once at Arsenal, it was revealed that he wants to play at Anfield. He is our midfield gem. His name is Oxlade-Chamberlain. We love Chambo. Yes, Mikey, love it. Paul says, I hate ads. Sorry, Daz, they just annoy me. I was watching a 10-minute video on YouTube with 15 ads and it just hacked me off. Paul, mate, it pisses me off as well. Don't worry about it. I can't stand adverts and that when I'm on YouTube, to be honest. You ain't got to like say sorry to me, mate. I'm one of the ones that hates them myself, you know what I mean? It's the only way though that YouTubers try and make a bit of money off things. But yeah, I can't stand them. Heard about United stand sound like right wankers. Sorry for the language. Don't apologise about language, mate. It's a late night one. Laid back subscriber talk, so it's all good here, mate. It's all good. So United stand, I'm guessing, I think I've seen about United stand because someone said to me that my setups and stuff is very similar to like United stand. Like he has a similar sort of setup and look as what I have. But United stand is more than one person though, isn't it? I think. But yeah, I haven't. I've never watched any of their stuff, to be honest. Obviously, being a Man United channel, you guys watch other channels and that from other teams. I don't. Like, it doesn't interest me. I don't even get time to watch other Liverpool YouTube channels much anymore. So, yes, he did that for about Liverpool. That's a joke, Spectre. That's an absolute joke. You guys know that when other fans come on here, unless they're being dickheads, I don't ban them, do I? Hey, Daz, you right, Michael JT, mate? Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you tonight? Brad says, you up for it Friday, Daz? Up for it Friday, mate. What am I up for, buddy? What am I up for? Speaking on the old Skype Is that Brad? Let me know, mate. Let me know. Hate that Mark Goldbridge, typical man gob crap. Who's Mark Goldbridge? Mark Goldbridge. United stand or full-time Devils. Well, hit the like button, guys. Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much. Yeah, smash the thumbs up for me, lads. Let's try and boost that thumbs up. We've got 16 people watching. Slap at the thumb diddly doos. It's muchly appreciated for me, guys. Hate them both, Spectra, says Fatal. Already did, Paul. I got home and away tickets. I didn't pay that much. That's mad. So, Brad, like, to get your away tickets and that then, like, how did you get the away tickets and that? Because I'm trying to... Home tickets went up for sale, like, this morning, didn't they? But obviously, you said you're, like, a season ticket holder and that, innit? But the away tickets, like, are you going to the away game then, or are you going to sell them? Because it's like when they're coming about, innit, as well? Because that's up Rome, innit? Good man, Spectre. Emil says, a mate of mine bought a plane ticket to Liverpool for the first leg of the semi-final, pulled both City legs, and guessed we would play home first. That saved him £400. Yeah, that's, Emil, that's clever. That's clever. One of my mates, ages ago, I remember him saying, like, and this was over a month ago now, it must have been, said to me that they've already bought tickets to, is it Kiev, where the Champions League final is or whatever. They already, like, bought all that stuff. They already paid for that, like, ages ago, in case Liverpool made the final, and that's going to save them mega money if we do end up getting in the final. Absolutely amazing that he done that, because I remember him saying to me, you should do it, and I was like, nah, mate. I was like, at the time, I didn't think that Liverpool would even make it to the Champions League final either, to be fair. I can't remember when it was, but I was like, if we did manage to get to the final, I don't think I'd be able to afford the tickets anyway. He's big, he's hard, he'd put your striker on his arse. Van Dijk, Van Dijk. He's one of our own, he's one of our own. Alexander-Arnold, he's one of our own. Mike is having a good old sing-song tonight, I love it. Daz, if your ads are for Viagra, I'll watch all day, laugh fast off. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you would, Paul, I'm sure you would. Whoa. Mikey's still going, mate. We've got our own, like, little band going on in here. Daz, what's your Skype? Sam, up the top right, mate, on the bench LFC is my Skype. Hang on, diddly doodly. It's one thing me telling you guys that's my Skype, and it's another thing actually turning my Skype on, isn't it? Right, something that you will have to bear with, lads, because I need to make sure that you guys aren't getting slapped with loads of sound. Hold on. Hold your gagoshes. Right. Sam's sent me a request. Accept Sam. Right, so Sam's hooked up there. Random name. It's on the bench LFC, mate. Up the top right. Anyone that wants a Skype, it's up the top right. Spectre says, yeah, but check this guy on YouTube channel. He's called On The Fence. He's a Liverpool fan. On the Fence. So his name, like, is well similar to mine then. I'm on the bench, he's on the fence. Found a great Liverpool channel called On The Fence. You should all check him out, Daz. There's a Liverpool fan YouTube channel called On The Fence. He's a bit like you, Daz, Liverpool fan. You should check him out, mate. Orange chick, call him. Oh, we've got a Skype caller, guys. Hold on. Let's accept this. Hello? Hello, mate, you alright?
Yeah, I'm random name.
Hello, random name, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, my friend.
I'm good.
Right, hold on 2 seconds. Let's just make sure you're coming across actually on the YouTube thing. Let me just see. It's a bit of a test run because I've done collaborations. But
Okay.
Right, start speaking, mate. Just state your name, where you're from, and things like that.
Okay, I'm called Owen and I'm from England.
Yep. There you go. It's coming across good. It's coming across good. Yeah, that's all good. It's like when you do things like this, when you're first setting it up and everything. It's like I look like a pleb live on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Like trying to do it. So I'm like, oh, hang on a minute. Let me just sort this. Let me tweak that. You know, right? So, welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome to the stream. Is there a topic to do with Liverpool that you would like to get out to all of our subscribers tonight? Is there anything in particular?
I don't really know. I haven't actually read anything today. I've been at my mate's house most of the time.
Okay, so if I just ask you some questions and you just give me your views on it, yeah? You good with that?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Right, so Mohamed Salah making a PFA Team of the Year. If there was another Liverpool player, you know, i.e. Robertson, Firmino or whatever, who else do you think should have been in that PFA Team of the Year for you?
Got to be Robertson, most consistent left back in the league for me.
Yeah. Do you think the reason that he didn't make it is similar to like what I said? It's, you know, probably because we had Moreno for the first half of the season playing left back, and then Robertson, you know, a lot of people were saying, why is he not getting game time? And then all of a sudden, I don't know whether you want to say it's a blessing, you know, like in disguise, Moreno getting injured or whatever, but then Robertson steps up to the plate and yeah, the rest is history, and he stepped in, and I don't want him to leave now, you know, like.
Yeah, I remember Robertson making his debut while Moreno was still like our first choice. I thought, why isn't he playing more? And then I was really happy when Moreno was injured, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
I just wanted him out to score as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Especially after the Sevilla game.
Yeah, so along them lines, something that I've been speaking to with a lot of people, like at the moment, like close to me, when I talk about Liverpool and stuff, is I say with the Moreno situation at the moment, do you think in the summer Moreno could be one of the players that is on the list to leave Liverpool?
Well, I guess he could be a good backup because on his day he can be a good left back.
Yeah. So you, in your opinion, keep him beyond the summer, or do you think though that Moreno will be happy to sit on the bench and not get a look in, or do you think maybe he's sitting there going, you know, I still could get back into Liverpool's first team?
I probably think he can get back in the first team if he does well in training.
Yeah. So you think he's still hoping to get back in?
Yeah, but if we do get rid of Moreno, Gomez can do a good job at left back. I go to Charlton sometimes and he used to be there.
Yeah.
And he did play left back a few times and he's quite good.
Yeah. Well, also you got to remember that we still got James Milner in the squad as well, which James Milner obviously didn't do a bad job, did he, at left back? And that was one of the things that seems to be a recurring conversation between people talking to me at the moment. He's like, you know, where is Moreno's head at? Robertson is on fire really at left back. Doesn't look like anyone's going to be knocking him off a spot. And then behind Robertson is, you know, if Moreno, you know, if Robertson needs resting, Klopp may not even look at Moreno to play, because if Gomez is fully fit, Klopp might say, well, I'd rather play Gomez at left back because he's better defensively than Moreno, or he might even play James Milner in there for the experience, you know, and Moreno might not get a look in.
Well, I don't really think Milner will be back at left back for a while. He did say earlier in the season he's enjoying being back in the midfield a lot.
Yeah,
so I'll probably go for Gomez.
Yeah. Okay, and also with the PFA like Team of the Year and that, obviously I said about like Firmino and that. Earlier I was saying about his stats, like his defensive stats, like the tackling and stuff. why do you think it is that Bobby Firmino is so bloody underrated, like, by the rest of, not, it doesn't just seem like supporters, but like obviously the players as well. Why is he not getting the recognition that us Liverpool fans are seeing? I mean, I've got to be honest, I reckon a few months ago, even myself, I was like, he's not the out and out striker, but I still highly rated Firmino as a player. It wasn't that I didn't rate him as a player, I just didn't think he was the out and out striker that we needed at the time. But now everything's clicked into place. But why is it that he doesn't get the recognition? I mean, he's the highest scoring Brazilian ever in the Premier League now, isn't he? With the 15 goals this year, I think.
He might be. I think he just doesn't get the recognition because, like, he'd be better as a more attacking midfielder. You know, like, people look at a striker for the amount of goals they scored, but Firmino gets more goals and assists, and it's like everywhere on the pitch. Yeah. So people just look at it like strikers' goal stats instead of everything else most of the time. Yeah,
so that's why the likes of Aguero and, you know, Harry Kane or whatever get in there above the likes of Firmino. But people like us that watch Bobby Firmino week in, week out can see the importance of, obviously, what Bobby Firmino gives to us, innit? Because we're like, literally, he is the turning cog in Liverpool's wheel, isn't he? You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas, you know, like, if you're a fan of another team that hardly watches Liverpool, you might look at his stats more than anything and go, well, 15 goals isn't really a massive return considering he's a striker. When you're looking at Mo Salah and how many goals he scored, a lot of other fans are probably thinking, well, your winger's outshining your striker, but we know different, don't we? We know that it's because of Firmino is why Salah's doing so well, and that's why I think it's a bit unfair that I feel that Firmino doesn't get applauded that he deserves, like, a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Emil says you sound an awful lot like James Pearce. Yeah,
but we can also say Salah's outshining other strikers like Lukaku, who cost United like 75 million quid.
Yeah, I mean that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? But to be fair, like the amount of money that they paid, and he didn't even touch PFA Player of the Year, either, Team of the Year either, did he? So, right, what else? Let's think. What else have we got today in today's thing? Oh yeah, obviously we got the game on the weekend coming up. What's your predictions for it, mate? How do you think we're gonna do?
We've struggled a lot against West Brom this season, mostly because of our defence. So I reckon now we've got Van Dijk in, we can improve massively and probably get at least a 2-0 win.
So you're going to go with a clean sheet again for Liverpool and a couple of goals?
Yeah, improved massively since January.
Yeah, I reckon a clean sheet as well. I think I'm going to go with a clean sheet, same as you. I'm going to say 3 goals because I think, you know, if we get an early goal in this game within the first 20 minutes, then, you know, maybe they come out a bit at us and then we can, you know, put them to bed, get 2. I reckon we get 1 goal maybe in the first half and then we get 2 in the second half. That seems to be a bit of a reoccurring thing for Liverpool. Now, we score quite a lot of goals in the second half, don't we, now? So,
I reckon if we get quite an early goal like we did against City, we might just go all out in the first half, then just let the defence do a better job in the second half.
Yeah.
And obviously, if we concede, Klopp will probably want to score another goal just for safety.
Yeah. And do you reckon, well, we say about the clean sheet and that, but it looks like we're probably going to go with like a Ragnar Klavan at centre-back, doesn't it, for this game?
Yeah, I just didn't really thought of that, to be honest.
Yeah, but I think, to be honest, I still think we could get a clean sheet with Klavan there because I think a lot of people do give Klavan stick and that, and yes, I don't want to be playing a Klavan in a centre-back partnership against Roma, but, you know, on the weekend, I don't think he's going to do a terrible job. You know, I think we should be in the dominating position in that game. And, you know, he shouldn't really have too much to do. And I think that now having Virgil van Dijk next to him, he can really sweep up any problems that Klavan may cause, you know. But I don't think he's as bad as what people say, really, you know. Like, I think like I say, I wouldn't want to see him play against Roma, but I think if we need to, you know, make sure that we've got Lovren, Gomez, whatever for the Roma game, I don't think Clavan will do that badly on the weekend, to be fair.
Yeah, I always rated Clavan high over Matip, and to be honest, we all know Clavan can walk right into that West Brom team and do a better job than any of their defenders.
Yeah, I think, I like that. Yeah, I do like that. What was I going to say? So you rate Clavan higher than Matip then?
Yeah.
So what's your real problem with Joel Matip then? Because for me personally, I think Joel Matip was our best centre-back last year. And I don't know what the hell has gone wrong with him this year. So what is it that you see in Joel Matip that you're really not happy with?
Well, as you said, he was our best centre-back last year, but now he's just become so, like, inconsistent.
Yeah.
He's not able to keep the same form up for, like, more than 2 games.
Do you think that's due to, like, injuries and that this year? Because he suffered, hasn't he?
Obviously, now he's out till the end of the season from, a surgery or something.
Yeah.
I just hope he comes back better next year.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of players that, you know, we've got Kleiny coming back, haven't we? I think I'm looking forward to seeing Kleiny like next year as well. And Milana, I'm hoping he is fully alright next year. And then if Matip is fully alright next year as well, then that's 3 players there to add to your squad that will make us stronger for a push next year, in my opinion, you know. But I know I've noticed a lot of people's opinions change on Joel Matip because, you know, part of last season's team, everyone that I spoke to personally was saying Joel Matip's our best centre-back, obviously before Van Dijk come in, and everyone was saying Joel Matip needs Van Dijk to come in and be his partner, and like Joel Matip was carrying a Lovren and Clavan and things like that. And then all of a sudden this year, now it's like Van Dijk needs a partner to come in with him, you know. So it's a shame really, because I felt that once Van Dijk come in, I thought that's when you can start to really, you know, give your opinion on Joel Matip, because I thought it was unfair to really, you know, say how good is Joel Matip when he was playing with the likes of Lovren and Clavan that was very inconsistent and making big cock-ups with a goalkeeper behind him that was error-prone as well. You know, both goalkeepers at the time wasn't doing great, was they? Let's be honest. So, yeah. You know, and at the time, Joel Matip seemed like he was performing better under that sort of pressure to now that he's actually got a goalkeeper that is doing all right behind him and he's got a better centre-back next to him to be a partner with. He seems like he can't cope, like being more comfortable, and it just, I don't know, it just don't make sense to me. So it's a weird one really, but yeah, not too sure with that one. Right, let's just see, is there anything else that we need to talk about? We got the Roma game obviously coming up and everything, so before you end up going off, because we'll give someone else a chance to come on and that.
Okay. Are you not able to have like more than one person on the Skype call?
Might be able to, but I want to.
There's a little add button at the bottom on my phone.
What, to add other people to it?
I guess that's what it is. I don't know, maybe not. Well, yeah, it says.
Right, are we back? Are we back, lads? Are we back? 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 Oh, come on, come on, come on. Right, are we back now, lads? I think we're back. It's back. Right, we're back, lads. I don't know what happened there. I want to click on something and it just went boom. So, I don't know. But we won't try that at the moment because I'll have to have a look at that. But at least you guys have got me back on a live stream, which is the most important thing, isn't it? Right, so thank you for being on Random Name. We leave it there at the moment because obviously it just crashed. And I don't want to mess it up again. But Sam, you added me, so let's try you and hopefully it don't crash. Random, we'll get you back on at another point. But yeah, that was brilliant having you on, mate. Thank you for giving me your views. Now me next, says Sam. What do you mean, now me next? It's you now, Sam. Unless someone else was in first. I don't know. When should I call? Now, Sam. Now. Or I'll call you, Sam. There you go, Sammy's. Oh, don't do that. Not on the live stream. Look, that's going to be loud for everyone. Hello?
No, I'm here.
You there?
Yeah.
There you go. Right. Can everyone hear Sam alright on the live stream, people? Sam, you need to talk, mate, so everyone can hear.
You alright, everybody?
There you go. Yeah, you should be alright. Sound alright on my phone anyway. That's how do people contact you, Paul? See up the top right on the bench LFC, all you got to do is get Skype. So you download Skype either on your phone or on a computer, laptop, and then search for on the bench LFC. Add that, and then you can just ring that, mate. Make sure you got headphones or whatever, and then you can just call in. Brad says it's a bit quiet, so let me just up your volume, Sam, because I can do that here for you.
I can't be too loud because I think my parents are in bed.
Okay, mate. It's not a problem. I can do that. How's that, guys? Is that alright? Not by phone. No, Paul. It's not like you ring a number or whatever, mate. But yeah, if you've got a mobile, Paul, you can like download the app Skype. Mikey Garland says, I think we need a defensive midfielder, a winger, maybe a goalkeeper, and a centre back. Yep. Defensive midfielder for definite. What do you think on that comment there, Sam? Defensive midfielder, a winger, maybe a goalkeeper and a centre back.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn between Jorginho and Didi because they're both good players.
Yep.
But I don't know because Ndidi would bring like solidarity, but also Jorginho would probably have the distribution. So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They both bring very different things, but like both good in their own right.
Yeah, I think Jorginho definitely, for me, as a ball player, you know, like you say, his distribution is brilliant, isn't it? In DD, I'm still not convinced that I think he's a good enough level for Liverpool at the moment. I see Charles is joined in the stream. Welcome to the stream, Charles. I think Ferno said, how long are you streaming for? How long's a piece of string, Ferno? I don't know, mate. At the moment, I'm just going with the flow, doing a few test runs tonight with things. But yeah, as long as you guys are happy to watch, then I'm happy to stream. Alright. Yeah, so what is it about NDD, Sam, that really makes you want him, mate?
I don't know, it's just because he seemed good in the 2 or 3 games that we've played against him this season. It's just, I don't know, like, I can't put my finger on it, but he's just seemed like a quality player. I
think, you know, the qualities that I looked up about Ndidi is like he's good in the air. Apparently, a couple of people that I spoke to said he is actually quite good at like winning the ball back and stuff, you know. But for me, it's Liverpool dominate games more than what we don't. And something that worries me from what I hear about Ndidi is, you know, he's not meant to be really good on the ball, and it's the possession stats that Liverpool always have that it really worries me that he won't be able to keep up, you know, in that role. That is a very key role for Liverpool. That's why Jordan Henderson plays that role for us, and people may laugh at that or whatever, but Jurgen Klopp spoke about that being a really key role and being a role that can often start things off Liverpool. So I think that Jorginho would be absolutely perfect for that, whereas I think Ndidi may lack the one key component that Klopp wants for that position, you know.
Well, I'd probably say that Jorginho, in the minds of most Liverpool fans, would probably be a more established footballer than Ndidi, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because he's done it consistently at a high level for the last few seasons for Napoli. I don't know if he's been at anyone before Napoli, but
yeah.
Ndidi, the last season or something, he's been good, but I don't know if he's been as consistent as Jorginho has.
Yeah, I think I've known of Jorginho for a while, obviously, following him since he's been linked with Liverpool and stuff like for a good few years. Whereas Ndidi, I haven't really followed too much myself, so I've always said that I'm probably not the best to ask when it comes or to give my opinion on Ndidi, but you know, I definitely feel that Liverpool need someone that can just sit in front of the two centre backs when they split and really break up play. You know, but it depends as well on what Klopp is going to do tactics wise next year. Are we going to start to see 3 centre backs deployed next season? Are we going to go into the transfer window for another centre back in the summer? Do you reckon if we do get another centre back in, Clavan stays, you know, Lovren stays, would you maybe try and play with 3 centre backs next year? Like when we're in front in the game, because you often see Liverpool can go a goal or 2 goals up. Would you maybe play with 3 at the back sometimes?
I don't know, because, like, yeah, as you said, we would probably need to get another centre back in to play with Virgil and Lovren, because I don't like Clavan's a good backup, but he's not a good starting centre back, because he did well in that little stretch that he played in like November, I think it was.
Yeah.
He played well there, but I wouldn't trust him across a season. So I'd probably get someone else in, and then Matip. I just don't like him because he walks like a puppet. He's not like a physical presence. Do you know what I mean? Like he's just a big gangly like BFG or whatever. And it's like he annoys me. Him and Emre Can really annoy me.
Emre Can. So what's your problem? Is your problem with Emre Can a problem with how he plays on the pitch, or is it because he hasn't signed a contract and what's happened recently? And by the way, everyone on the stream is asking where you're from, Sam. I know.
Yeah, I'm from Glasgow.
He's from Glasgow, lads. I knew that because Sam was the winner of the Mo Salah signed picture. How is that picture doing, by the way? Are you taking care of my picture that I sent you?
Aye, I kiss it goodnight every time before I go to bed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I knew where he was because obviously I had to get you addressed and I had to send it to you and that. So yeah, that's quality. What is your issue with Emre Can?
It's not so much about the contract stuff. It's kind of just like the way he plays. It annoys me. Like the inconsistency, as well as how rash he is to go into a challenge. Like I think it was the Spartak game where he just started looking around him while he was dribbling, right? And that's good if he's actually looking for a pass. But then like 3 Spartak players went on him. Then he played a blind pass towards Trent. That made Trent look bad. Then he had to pass it blindly, and then they got the ball, and then I think it was Coutinho gave away the foul. So that, and then they scored from the free kick. So then his like lack of awareness annoys me in that sense. Yeah,
I think Emre Can's gone anyway, to be honest, Sam. If you're going to ask me, I think he's already gone. I reckon Can has known for a while now who he's already going to, but I just think nothing's been released, you know, in my personal opinion. I think maybe Liverpool aren't aware, maybe, you know, Can and his agent have kept it between themselves. Maybe Emre Can's kept it to himself. Ferno saying Emre Can is shite. Love it. What are your other guys' opinions on Emre Can? Put it in the chat box now so we can see it, guys. But yeah, I think he's long gone, lads. But the one thing that I will be sad to see is the fact that I feel that Emre Can was our only physical midfielder leaving, and I think if Emre Can leaves, which I think he is going, we need to replace that. We need to get someone in midfield that when we come up against a team that is trying to outmuscle us in midfield, we need someone that is a bit of a lump, you know, to really give an elbow back. And with the way football's going anyway, we're losing a bit of the physicality from football, but you're still going to need that. I mean, you look at Man United, for instance, a couple of seasons ago, well, last year, I was looking at Pogba and that all in midfield, you know, Fellaini, and they were just throwing them all forwards, and I was thinking, and I can't remember, I don't even know whether we had Joe, like Allen and all that at the time, but I thought to myself, how is our little team meant to compete against a team of Andre the Bloody Giants, you know what I mean? Like, up against our wee jaws and all that, you know? Like, I just thought, it's not going to happen. And I thought, Emre Can is our only midfielder that's got a bit of grit about him. And sometimes he can be, you know, stupid. To me, I don't know why he sticks his foot in sometimes. You know, when he does, it gives away stupid fouls. Other times, he makes a foul when we need it. And he takes a yellow card, which, you know, everyone knows about professional fouls and things like that to break up play and stuff. But for me, Emre Can goes in the summer, bring in someone that has got that grit about him and there's a bit of a lump that can do with that. And now a player that we need, Emil says Fellaini. We are not bringing in Fellaini.
To be honest, I probably, like, Ox has been putting himself about a bit. I'm not saying put Ox in defensive mid, but with Naby, he like, if you look at the games that he's playing in, he's putting himself around.
Yeah.
Although he's not exactly Andre the Giant, he's really quite small.
Yeah.
But the links with Diabala, which I think are complete shite, to be honest. But if that was to happen, we'd still have the option. It would possibly be risky, but we could play Naby at defensive mid and let them, with Diabala just a little bit forward, and then Ox comes in behind and breaks the line.
Yeah. See, random name just says Wanyama there. I would love to sign Wanyama. What about you?
Oh, Wanyama's class. It's Celtic. When he played for Celtic, because I went with my granddad to the Celtic games, I just remember watching him play, and he was like, "Oh, I'd wish he'd come to Liverpool." But then he went to Southampton. Before he signed for Spurs, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is our chance." He plays for Southampton, and then
See, I would sign Wanyama. You know, there's talks of Dembele, you know, things like that. Like, I think he's a good player. Apparently, you can't get the ball off him, you know, like in training and stuff like that. Like, I think he's got some physicality about him as well. Again, though, he's not your Wanyama type that can really break up playing there, but just someone that's got the physicality about him. I mean, you look, Ox he's strong and can put himself about. Keita is strong and can put himself about, but again, they're only little, aren't they? So that's my concern with them lads, is when it comes to Liverpool. Decour from Watford, Dad says Brad the Gamer, when it comes to like coming up against Liverpool, if you come up against a team that have got small players in midfield, what's the first thing that you do? You put the ball in the air, don't you? Because your lads, if they're tall, are going to win the ball in the air. Now, something that we're going to have within the next season or two, we're going to have Grujic back. He's away on loan, and something that Klopp has put out there is that he wants him to learn that holding midfield role. He wants him to improve his defensive midfield. He wants him to improve his defending. So I think Klopp sees Grujic to play that holding role down the line, or at least his box-to-box game improve by improving his defending, because Grujic is brilliant going forwards. He's got the physicality, he's got the height, but he needs to improve his defending side of his game. Where do you see Grujic's future? Is it at Liverpool for you? Or will he be another player that we'd just see he'll end up going out on loan for a few years and then he'll be gone?
He's probably one of the profit players. Like, I can't see him. Like, people bash Henderson, but Henderson's, like, yes, it's not unlike Gerrard's capability, but his vision is good. He can still play a pass cross-field, but it's Gerrard-esque, pretty much. I really like Jordan Henderson, because people say he's the master of forward passing, or sideways passing, sorry. Yeah. But it's the ball that he played to Mane on Saturday. That was a good ball.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see the first half of it. I just got to see the highlights. But everyone that I talked to said that he was brilliant.
Yeah.
We do need a little bit of height in midfield. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's consistency for me as well. We need the height. Krishna, I've just seen this join the stream. Welcome to the stream, Krishna. Anyone else that's just joined in, thank you for joining me on the stream. He says we need to increase the average height of the first 11. I fully agree with that. That's been a bugbear of mine for a while now. But, you know, Gab's in there as well. You're right, Gab, mate. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's not just about the height for me as well. Like you just were saying about Henson, that something that is a major problem and has been a major problem for years for Liverpool. You know, I'm 30 next month, and since I've been growing up, it's the consistency levels of players. And Henderson is one of them players. You know, he can ping a ball, he can do the defensive side of his game. He can be outstanding, but does Jordan Henderson do that week in, week out? He doesn't. He's yet to do that, isn't he? Like, you know, and I think that's where the problem lies with me. Is we got too many players that have done that up until recently. So obviously I don't want to be jumping on the back of our players because they've done really, really well recently, and I hope that continues. But you know, you need to, not only do we need to get some bigger lads in that can compete physically, but we also need to make sure that, you know, they're consistent as well, because I think that if you start to get a stronger squad depth, which we are starting to do, and I hope that we carry on doing that in the summer, but that will up the consistency levels, because something that I've been saying is that the consistency levels has been poor, but something that will help that is definitely by, you know, having a strong squad all round, because these players are going to start to panic that they're not going to get in the first team. And I think that's one of the reasons why Emre Can is going to leave, is because he knows that he's not going to be guaranteed first team football, because Naby Keita's coming in, Jorginho might be coming in, or if not, at least one or two other midfielders may be coming in. So that's my issue with everything, you know. So, but what's your views on the weekend game, mate? Score predictions. You know, Clavan starting that game at centre back. Give me your views on that, mate.
To be honest, I think it's just going to be same old West Brom, like they have done this season. In a 0-0 game back in December, perfect example. We dominated the game, but then they just held out the last 15 minutes, and that's the kind of draws that really piss me off.
Yeah,
because it's like everything's falling our way, but then somehow the keeper has a madness. And then he turns into like Neuer, Yashin, De Gea, like rolled into one. And it just doesn't make sense. And it's Ben Foster. That's what I don't get.
Yeah. So, on the weekend, you think it's going to be same old, or do you think we'll see Liverpool blitz them?
Well, probably it's either going to be 1 each or 2-0 to us.
Yeah, so you're not overall confident then. Do you reckon Liverpool's head will be half thinking about the Roma game?
Yeah, like straight off the bat, yeah. But also the fact that they need to maintain professionalism, where they've still got the top 4 fight to go. Yeah, Chelsea are like however many points behind us, but there's still it's still mathematically possible for Chelsea to somehow get back into the top 4. But I
think if Liverpool win this weekend, and then I think it's Stoke, it might be Stoke, I can't think off the top of my head, but if we win this weekend, then we win next weekend, we're definitely in the top 4. So all we got to do is put them away this weekend and win the weekend after, and that's it. That's us done. We definitely got Champions League for next year if we do that. So it's 2 games in it, but we've got a Roma game in between that. That's going to be, you know, vital. It's our game at home. We want to really smash that game, because going to their ground is going to be tougher, I reckon. A lot of people are saying we had our hardest fixture. Our hardest team was Man City kicking out Champions League, but I actually think that our hardest game so far will be Roma at their ground, to be honest. I think it won't just be the team that we're playing against. I think the atmosphere, the stage of obviously the competition and stuff as well, you know, it's going to be manic, isn't it, you know? I don't know what that was. Hang on 2 seconds, guys. That's alright, just heard loads of banging. I was like, what the hell was that? yeah, it's going to be absolutely manic, you know, like, what was I saying? Yeah, the lads are going to be like really panicking, like, about the stage of the competition. You know, are they like going to be good enough to be able to do what they did against City? If they beat them, are they going to be able to get into the final? You know, like, and then who are we going to get in the final? There's going to be lots going on, you know. Like, are you still there, mate? Oh, there you go. That's just gone, so we've just lost him, I think, there, lads. Doesn't matter anyway. Doesn't matter anyway. Thank you for joining me, Sam. Right. What are we saying there, lads? What are we saying? Who else we got in the building? Sorry that I had to quickly jump up then, guys. There was a loud bang, and I was like, what the hell is that? You know? At this time of night, it's like 11 o'clock, and it shouldn't be loud bangs like that. Got anyone else in the building that's just joined? Callum Burgess, Cedric, Lamina, hi Gab. LSM says, why are you lot going with such mediocrity? We are in the bloody semis, we should be able to get much better. Yep. Abbas Khan, Danny Capello is who we are after. You're right, Abbas, mate. Welcome to the stream today, buddy. Sorry, my parents got up. That's right, Sam, mate. Never be sorry, buddy. That's fine. That is fine. Should I return? Says random name. Yes, mate, you can do if you want. If you get bargains, Emil, we shouldn't settle for those players. Let's knock that one down a second. You mean based on some shy Spanish sources? No, we are not. Emil gets it. Emil, we shouldn't settle for those players. We are at the moment one of the best clubs in the world, and we should buy from teams like Dortmund. Right, let's accept this one. Hello, mate, you alright? You there?
You alright?
Yes, mate. Yes. So we're back. So we got random back on. That's what we like to see, innit? Right. Leon says, "How are you, Daz, bro?" Hello, Leon, mate. How are you this evening? Right. Have you got anything that you want to say, mate, based on what me and Sam was talking about?
Not really. I sort of agreed with all of it.
Okay, fair enough, mate, fair enough. Sorry about that, Daz, mate. That's fine, Sam, that's fine. So, the lads are obviously talking about, in the live chat there, Liverpool should be settling for mediocre players now. We're in the semi-finals of the Champions League. We should be setting our sights on the best now. If we want to take the next step, you know, we shouldn't be going for, like, your Shakiris. We shouldn't be going for, you know, Decors, whatever. Like, we should be going for the top draw players. What's your views on that? Do you agree with that?
Well, it depends what the players are like. Like, sometimes at small clubs like Stoke, you do get a little gem player, like maybe Shaqiri could be really good at Liverpool.
Yeah.
No, sometimes you find those players who do really well, but just at a smaller club,
Yeah.
you can't really prove it because of other players around them.
Yeah. I think, you know, Shaqiri obviously has played, like, at the top tier of football, hasn't he? You know, and he's been heavily linked with Liverpool in the past. There was a point in time where I think a lot of Liverpool supporters wanted us to sign him and thought that he was possibly going to join us, and then he decided to go there, and I for one was like, really? And yeah, what was to be was going to be, but like Christian is just saying there, Shaqiri's too short. It won't help us. You know, we was talking when I was on the stream with obviously Sam a minute ago, was saying about building up the first team, like, you know, like making them taller and stuff as well. I don't know, there's a few things that goes into it. Is Shaqiri, I know what you're saying, like you can get a few of these gems and stuff like that, but is Shaqiri, do you reckon he would be one of them gems, or has he had his time to shine and that's why he ended up where he has, basically, and that's why he chose to go there, because he's not going to end up back at the top tier?
Well, to be honest, I really don't know. The only Stoke games I've watched this year are the ones involving Liverpool, so
yeah.
The only time I've seen Stoke play this year.
Yeah. Mikey says, how long are you going to be streaming for? Because I need to go for a bit. Mikey, mate, might be on for a little bit more, mate. So if you need to go, then just go, buddy, and hopefully I might still be here when you come back, but if not, I will speak to you in the next one. Thank you for joining me as always, my friend. Gab says Salah. I spoke a little bit recently, Gab, mate, about you know, going in for someone like Salah, because he wouldn't be someone that would demand first team football, in my opinion. Could be a handful to play with. What's your views on Salah, mate? Would you take him?
I think he'd be a good backup. Maybe add a bit of competition for the right wing, left wing spot.
Yeah. Leon Roberts says Son.
We need backups for the wings.
Yeah. Leon Roberts was saying Heung-min Son. Obviously, I don't think that Son would happen, but definitely a quality addition if you could get someone like Son. But we were talking earlier about Wanyama and like the Dembele thing with Tottenham, two players that could possibly leave Spurs in the summer. If you could pick out of one of them two to join Liverpool in the summer, which one would you choose out of them two?
It'd have to be Wanyama, considering Chan's most likely to be leaving at the end of the season, and then our only proper defensive midfielder then would be Hendo. Yeah.
So you're going for the Rock and not like someone that, you know, is similar. So, you know, like Sam was saying about Ndidi, and we were talking about Ndidi, Jorginho, and I think that's what a lot of Liverpool supporters kind of caught up with at the moment. Is you've got Jorginho that's linked with us heavily, is a ball player, he's a holding midfielder, but you know, he's more of a ball player than what he is, you know, a tackler. And then indeed he's more of a tackler than what he is a ball player. So, you know, something that I'm asking all you guys that are watching the stream now to put in there, what do you think Liverpool need more? My honest opinion is a tackler. What would your honest opinion be, mate? Tim, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thank you for joining me tonight. But yeah, what's your views, mate? Would you go for an out-and-out tackler? Because I think we've got the ball players. I think we've got Hendo already in the team. You know, I think Naby Keita and that joining. I think Ox. You know, I think those boys are capable of, you know, stringing passes together.
Well, I think we're alright with the attacking players. I mean, I've watched some of Naby Keita, especially the Leipzig-Bayern game. He's really good going forward, got a goal and assist.
Yeah. And
then we have the Ox, who did brilliant in every game he did against Man City with Liverpool.
Yeah. What else we got here? What's so damn funny? If you want to go average players, go ahead. Taylor's not an average player. Archer, Evans, Toby, Gunnar. Defence players, I'm just trying to catch up here. Abbas says, I don't think we'll get any proven players. So Abbas says he doesn't think that we're going to get any proven players in the summer. So, right, say if Jurgen Klopp, right, is sitting there with £200 million, because that's like the rough figure that's been thrown around, like that we apparently had before and stuff, yeah. Say Jurgen Klopp's got £200 million to spend in the summer. Who would be the few players that you would go out and get? Would you go out and get a few players, or would you go out and get 5 or 6, 7 players? And who would be on your list for definite, if you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be some names in there. I think, you know, people are throwing around the name like Dybala, you know, at the moment, and then people are saying he'd never come to Liverpool and stuff, but surely there's a player or two players in your mind. I'm not talking Lionel Messi or whatever. I'm saying, legitimately, is there someone at the moment that you're thinking, right, well, he's possibly going to move in the summer, I want him to join Liverpool?
Probably Wanyama and Stefan de Vrij.
Yeah.
I would go for Dybala, but it's the Italian league. Most people can shine there.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure Lucas Leiva got like 3 goals in 3 games there.
So you're not overconfident in that Dybala will be worth the money then?
No.
Right.
And I've watched the Juventus Real Madrid game and I wasn't pleased that he was diving, so.
Oh right, so
I don't like this.
Yeah. So you're like, nah, skip Dybala then.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I think with Dybala, something that like I think is a little bit naive at the moment. I think a lot of Liverpool supporters are going, it would never happen. Like, he'd never join Liverpool. And I think my view on it is, I think that, you know, he won't join Liverpool because he will have his head set on Real Madrid or Barcelona, right? But I don't think it's because of what other people are saying, because I've seen people say that he won't join Liverpool because he doesn't see Liverpool as a big enough club, and I don't think that's true. I think it's purely because he only sees his next move as Real Madrid or Barcelona, and that's not because Liverpool aren't a big enough club for him. I think that's purely because of where he's from, like his nationality and stuff. I think it would be a Real Madrid or Barcelona move, like because of where he was born. Do you know what I mean? Like that's where they want to go, innit? Like, whereas I think that Liverpool are now kind of sneaking themselves into that position where players of Dybala's quality will consider Liverpool as an option now from this summer. Surely, if Liverpool went on to win the Champions League, why would people not consider a team that has won the Champions League 6 times, if we go on to win it, and finishing 3rd or 2nd or even 4th, in the Premier League this year? That's 2 years consistently of Champions League football. Surely Liverpool players will start to consider coming to us. So why should Liverpool start to consider consider fishing in small ponds, like for smaller players, when we could actually be going out there and going, well, actually, this is what Klopp wants. He might cost us 70 million, Virgil van Dijk or whatever. We got the money, that's what we're going to do. Liverpool, just for getting in the semi-finals of the Champions League, 57 million. That's a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah.
What would you do with that 57 million? Here's a question for you. 57 million, would you invest that in buying another player, an extra player in the summer, or would you put that 57 million towards tying down the players that we've got on their contracts and upping all the contracts?
I'll probably buy another player, considering next year we have League Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League. We're going to need more depth.
So you think that 57 million, right, that's an extra player for squad depth next year?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, see, I think personally, for me, I would say, right, out of that 57 million, because it's kind of on top of everything else that we've got, I think I would personally go, right, that we use to sort out and tie down our best players and that, sort out all the contracts and everything, because it wouldn't take the full 57, would it? And then I'd put the rest towards, obviously, putting towards other players and stuff. But there's a lot of debates about how much money will be available for Klopp anyway in the summer. Like I said, we got Deadwood that we're going to be selling as well. Depends who's going. Will Simon Mignolet go? How much money will Liverpool be able to get for Mignolet if he was to go? How much money do you think Simon Mignolet in today's market would be worth? Because let's not forget, Simon Mignolet is not rated by Liverpool supporters, but Simon Mignolet could still go and do a job at a mid-level Premier League team.
I reckon about £5 to £12 million maybe.
Yeah, so
he hasn't exactly proven himself this season. It's good enough.
Yeah, so obviously you think that he's not really going to get as much money at all then?
No.
See, I think in today's market, I think we might get around 15 million for him. I reckon in today's market, because you've got to look at the experience as well that he's had as a first team goalkeeper for Liverpool. He's played Champions League football as well. I think the mid-table team will be looking at Simon Mignolet as a good get. Really, he's a great shot stopper. He's got a great penalty record. I think it's things like that you've got to take into consideration with Mignolet, which I don't think a lot of people are. They're just we get £2 for him, basically. You know what I mean? Go down Poundland, get yourself a Simon Mignolet for a goalkeeper. But I'm hoping that we get 15 million for him anyway. Because I think if we get any less than that, I think we will be getting ripped off. Because I've seen Liverpool get worse players, and spend around that in a market that wasn't even as pricey as what it is now, really. So more so's in the building. Says, alright Daz mate, only tuning in now, not long home, for fuck's sake, picture looks great on here. So people that are in the live stream, more so is the one that created that lovely picture that's in the bottom right I was telling you about earlier. That's why I put it on the live stream today. I was hoping you was joining, Colin, mate, so you'd see it. What else have we got here? Blue Tick says all Liverpool need is backup players. So what do you think there? Do you agree with Blue Tick there? Because you were saying that you'd spend the 57 million on getting a player to add for squad depth. So do you think that Liverpool should be buying squad depth players in the summer, or do you think that Liverpool should buy 1 or 2 players that should come into the first team? and then squad depth, or what would be your strategy?
I'd consider a bit of both, considering we still have some positions like centre back partnership with Van Dijk needs sorting out. A new defensive midfielder, maybe better than Henderson, will probably be needed.
Yeah.
And backup for wingers are needed, so you sort of just need a bit of both, even it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, for me, I think go out there. I think we've got a couple of key areas that we need to address. I think the goalkeeper, if Mignolet goes, like I said before, get another goalkeeper that will compete with Karius for number one, whether that's your Pope or whoever now, and then get another centre back in to partner with Van Dijk, and I would go all out for a quality centre back. I really would. Or if De Vrij on a free is good business, and that means that it gives you more funds to get a world class midfielder or someone else, in another area, then so be it. Then a holding midfielder for definite, and a winger. I think if we do that, then I think we'll be covered to go into next year. And I think the strategy that Liverpool should have now is try and buy players. And Klopp said it himself, you've got to look at players that will come in that are better than the players that you've got in your starting 11, which then push your starting 11 players in them positions to the bench, and that is how you improve your squad and your squad depth, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's how you progress, and that's where I'm hoping Liverpool are at in this summer transfer window. But we've been in a similar position before, and we've sold our best player or one of our best players. So I'm hoping we don't do that now, Paul says, Daz, what do you think of Bobby Firmino's old partner, Kevin Volland? I don't know, mate. I don't know whether I rate him, to be honest, Paul. What do you think on him, Paul? Let me know. Do you know who Volland is, mate?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know anything about it.
It says it all, mate. It says it all. Would you agree that Karius is doing well because of Virgil van Dijk? Says blue tick there. What do you reckon? Do you think Karius his new found form could be because Van Dijk?
I reckon since Van Dijk has come in and he's gained that first goalkeeper spot, he has gained a lot more confidence than he had when Klopp kept rotating the goalkeeper position between Miggs and Karius.
Yeah.
And he's now gained a lot more confidence.
Yeah. So, now that he's set, you're our number one goalkeeper, that's got rid of the shakiness, that's got rid of the nerves. He knows where he stands. You're the man now. You're the man in between the sticks. It's on you. If you mess up now, you're being given your shot. If you mess it up, you're gone, basically.
Yeah.
So at least he knows where he stands now. I think it's part and parcel, because I agree with that. I think, the situation was shit. I think it didn't benefit any of the goalkeepers. I feel sorry for Ward. Mignolet had his shot and he threw it away. Karius, I'm glad that he's getting a chance now to prove himself. I'm happy with how he's performing. But I also do think that with Van Dijk coming in, that has improved Liverpool defensively, which, to be fair, Karius has done some amazing saves and has looked impressive in certain situations, but I don't actually feel like since Karius has been number one goalkeeper that I've had to see him make tons and tons of saves. Like, I haven't watched a game where I've been like, Jesus Christ, like Karius has been like complete man of the match this game. Like, you look at De Gea in some of the games that you watch a match of the day or whatever for Man United, and you think, if it weren't for their goalkeeper, Man United would have been beat like 4-5-0. I haven't seen a game since Karius has been number one goalkeeper that I felt like he's had to perform like that. So I think that's partly got to do with Van Dijk coming in as well, and the defence and the team as a unit becoming a lot better defensively, hasn't it? Like, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I reckon Van Dijk can become future captain. You just see him on the pitch sorting out the defence and everything. Yeah, I agree. I think, if Henderson wasn't captain all the time, or if Henderson ends up with a bad injury or whatever, and Van Dijk starts to take over the armband, then all of a sudden I think next minute Van Dijk is your captain, and I don't think Hendo gets the captain's armband back too quick, Like, I don't know. It depends what happens with Hendo. If Hendo ends up dropping for the first team, I think Van Dijk ends up taking it straight away.
I see Van Dijk talking a lot more on the pitch than what I do Hendo when I watch a game. So, and that's already, as soon as he come in his first game on the pitch, he was talking a lot more than what Hendo does. But you got different types of captains, I guess, haven't you? So
Yeah, one thing Klopp would have to consider is, would you want someone who captains Netherlands through a loss to England to captain your first team?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. Right, let's have a look. Ferno, Klopp said he wants to give Brewster a chance next season. Yeah, I like that, what Ferno just said there. Yeah, I think when I obviously I did live stream about this, I saw that. I think that rules out that Liverpool going for a striker in the summer, basically, doesn't it? The fact that Klopp said that we're going to see him feature a lot in the pre-season and that he's a big fan of Brewster's, I think that's a massive thumbs up for Brewster and for Liverpool in general. It's the old Liverpool way, isn't it? Like, you know, bring up the youngsters and that. And I think he's a quality player as well. What's your views on that, mate?
Well, I actually really enjoy the fact Klopp likes bringing up the youth players. Like, I watched some Bundesliga the other day, I think it's like Dortmund, Schalke or something, and the commentators did say that, like, players like Christian Pulisic do really well because Dortmund let him get the game time in the Bundesliga.
Yeah. So
and we may see Brewster do extremely well in the Premier League, League Cup, whatever Klopp decides to play him in.
Yeah, I think this year, because we kind of got kicked out of like the cups like early, yeah, like that damaged Ward, you know, like it did affect like the youngsters, didn't it, like with their game time and stuff, because they would have got more game time if we were still in the cups as well. And like I was thinking, like with Salah trying to, you know, beat Rush's record this year and that, like if we would have still been in them cups as well or whatever, like he probably would have been up with Rush's record by now, because Salah would have played in a couple more games already this year than what he has, you know. So I think next year, if we are competing on all fronts, you know, Brewster and that we should see him feature in some of the cup games, and I really rate the lad. I think he'd be top drawer, you know, so I'm definitely happy with that. I don't think we need to go out there and get a striker. I think, you know, if we've got Firmino as our starting striker, we know how good he is, we spoke about that earlier, then, you know, Solanke, he definitely needs to improve, doesn't he? Like, he played for the under-23s again the other day, scored, you know, time will go with him. Maybe Solanke needs a loan soon, because obviously game time will benefit him. Danny Ings, you know, Danny Ings needs to get some game time to score.
Yeah,
and
neither of them were that impressive at all against Everton.
Yeah, Danny Ings, I think, you know, he's gagging to get that goal again. I think with Danny Ings, I think if we see Danny Ings get a goal, all of a sudden it might all just fall in place for him again. That's what I'm hoping, because I really like Danny Ings. I think we've got a player there that is so committed to wanting to play for Liverpool Football Club. I would love for it to work for him. Do you know what I mean? Like, so
yeah. I
think
remember a time, I think we actually discussed it on a stream a while ago, where Danny Ings had the perfect opportunity to score, but he actually passed to Salah, who then went on to score.
Yeah. Danny Ings is like, I really rate him. Like, he's not selfish, he's not greedy. He is about the team. You know, he's about everything Liverpool, really, and that's why I love him so much. And I think it'd be like a massive fan favourite if he got more game time and started scoring again, so I'd be happy with that. Nathan Walker says, hi mate, how are you tonight? You're Neville Clone. Hi Nathan mate, how are you? Welcome to the stream, buddy. You're Neville Clone to you too. People are saying basically Solanke needs to be loaned to a championship to learn how to be physical and that. Yep, I agree with that, like Sam said that. Emil says, good night lads. Good night Emil mate, take care buddy, thanks for joining me. Ferno saying Origi needs to stay and loan out Solanke. I think sell Origi, to be honest. You know, I think he's been bad
in the Bundesliga.
No, I think
he's only just reached double digits, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't even know how many goals he's got, but I think my personal view on Origi is he had his shot at Liverpool. He looked like he could have done something, but he threw it away, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ferno, don't say that please, says LSM. LSM, inconsistent on a winger, that's all fine, but another quality striker would help. Don't rate Slanky or Ings, they haven't set the league ablaze when they got playing. We need more defenders, Paul is saying, so Paul wants more defenders to come in. Blue Tick, Klopp is a manager that likes to develop young players. Yeah, I like Klopp's managerial style, like, you know, he's an actual manager in my opinion. A manager's job is to coach, you know, and that is what Klopp does.
Splash like 500 million on defenders like Pep Guardiola does.
Yeah, exactly. Abbas says for midfield we need a player who can just keep hold of the ball. We just seem to lose possession as soon as we get it from them. If we just had our defence, would be able to cope. So someone, you know, like Jorginho that sits in front of the two centre backs, really good at controlling and dictating play, would do a good job there, you know. More so says, where do you guys see Trent playing next season, at right back or in the midfield role where he played at you, Franks? I would love to see him get some game time in midfield. I'd like to see that in pre-season. What about you, mate? Would you like to see Trent play again in midfield, or would you keep him at right back?
Yeah, I guess we can try it in pre-season and probably the Carabao Cup or whatever they call it next year.
Yeah, I just see, he just reminds me so much. I don't like to compare players, but he reminds me so much of watching Stevie Gerrard when I was young and watching Gerrard grow up. Like, he's similar, so similar in characteristics to him.
Especially when he like did the thing Gerrard did in the 2005 final.
Yeah.
Against Man City.
Yeah.
I heard he was actually captain of the under, I think it was 23 or 20 team.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a massive future ahead of him at Liverpool, and I wish him all the best. Like, I absolutely love him. I mean, he had a little bit of a torrid time before the City games, didn't he? And we was all saying, "Oh God, Gomez being injured." We was worried about Trent, and he raised to the occasion, and he didn't give a shit about what anyone said about him. He stood up. He showed us all that he could do it, and that's you can't ask for more, can you? You know, and that just proves that he's got a bright future and a massive future. You know, that's what I wanted to see, and that's what he did. Gab says bye, goodbye, Gab, mate. Thank you for joining me today. I think that's it. I would love to see Trent play the forward role more. Think we could get the best out of him. Says more. So yeah.
What time is it? Oh shit, it's 11:30.
Yeah, I'm going to be shutting it down in a minute anyway, because I've got to get to bed.
School tomorrow. I'll just give him the excuse I was on a live stream.
Yeah, just tell him straight. Tell him that it's my fault, mate.
I'll tell him to go and watch it. Get you the views up.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yeah, tell him if they support the best team in the world, then they need to come and subscribe to On the Bench TV. Right, okay. Thank you very much for joining me on the channel tonight, mate. It's been brilliant getting your views on it and testing the call-ins.
Yeah.
It's been top draw. Hopefully get you on the stream again soon. That'd be nice, mate, if you're up for it.
I'd be happy to do it tomorrow if I'm active.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Right. Speak to you soon then, buddy, yeah?
Yep, bye.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. There you go. With your Never Walk Alone at the end. Love it. That was top draw, mate. Thank you for being on. Leon, what's your Twitter, mate? Abbas Khan, Jorginho would be ideal, but we can get him before the other team. But can we get him before the other team? Says Abbas. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? He is wanted by a lot of teams. Charles says, Daz, would you be happy with our business in the summer transfer market if we get De Vrij, Jorginho, Lamar, Neves, Alisson and Werner, along with that selling Mignolet, Ward, Sturridge, Slanky? I'd be over the moon with that, Charles, mate. I would be over the moon. I think Alisson and Werner, I don't see happening like at all. Neves, we're heavily linked with, so I can see that. Lamar, there's a link there. Will it happen? I'm not too sure. Jorginho, I can see happening, and De Vrij as well. So, you know, I'd be happy with De Vrij and Jorginho, and you know, another player coming in there. Just got to accept that, make sure he's done there, that's it. Mikey Garner, guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back, tell your friends. Sam says, Daz, I'm going to add you to group chat on Twitter about LFC. Oh god, here we go. Alright, sunshine, no problemo. All this with Cater coming, Cam, Marley and Salah staying. Yeah, Robert sent you a request. There you go, mate. Well, I've accepted you, buddy. I've accepted you. Hey, Daz, don't stream between 8 and 3 tomorrow. I have school then. Okay, random. Is Firmino a poacher according to you? Is he a poacher? It's a good question, LSM. I think to me, I don't consider Firmino an out-and-out poacher because he doesn't pop up in the areas. I consider Salah a poacher. What do you reckon, LSM? I think Salah's more of a poacher than Firmino. Firmino plays more as a second striker and Salah as our striker, but Salah's a second striker and Firmino's a striker, but Firmino more creates the space and then Salah poaches and he's just in the right area, he pops up all over, doesn't he? But what do you reckon, mate, with that? Sankey and Ings are only real strikers and they haven't scored a single goal. Yeah. And Bobby is a rare kind of striker. Any other striker will work far less. Yeah, it's because of the way we play, isn't it? Looking forward to Kate. It looks a special player. I know, Abbas, mate. Me too. Sam Morso, is that your Twitter? Morso, sorry, Sam, mate. It's more. So, Mikey, would anyone be happy for Torres to come back as third choice striker? He's leaving Atletico at the end of the season. I would, Mikey. I would take it. Not a lot of people would, but I would. Firmino's like Kante. He's everywhere. Yes, he is. Cool, mate, I'll add you tomorrow. Sweet as a nut, mate. More so, yes, Sam. So who do you think, think Suarez and Torres, Owen and Fowler were? Suarez and Torres, Owen and Fowler, they were all out and out strikers, weren't they? Imagine buying Kante, how much you reckon it cost? Well, they weren't. Firmino weren't them. Charles says, sorry, that was a continuation of my initial thought as I couldn't send it all together. Okie dokie. Okay, mate, no problem. More tackle, one by a striker by Firmino. Yeah, it's mental, innit? I was talking about that earlier. I suggest you watch some Leipzig games when you can. I always do. Check up on Katie. He normally does really well. Yeah, I like to keep an eye on him as well, knowing that he's coming. See, there you go. I'm going to gain your point. We played differently from when they were at the club. Not a great point to make, Leon. What's your Twitter, Mikey? Do you think Russia will end up bombing us? I hope not, Mikey. I bloody hope not. Do you know what I mean? Don't really want that to happen. You know, wouldn't end up very nice, would it? I don't think so, Mikey, to be honest. I think it's all a charade, isn't it? They all work together. I think it's just all scaremongering and that. What you see on the news and that. You know, they put it out there to keep us all in fear, so we do what they want us to do, probably. Or do you think they're just trying to intimidate us? Bang on the money there, sunshine. Bang on the money, in my opinion. It's only my opinion, isn't it? You know what I mean? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what Theresa May's thinking, though. She's like a chihuahua barking at a lion, isn't she, really? Like with that one. Imagine buying Kante, how much you reckon will cost? Wow. I don't know, Leon. I don't know. A lot of money. But he would have been perfect, really, for Liverpool and the way Klopp plays, wouldn't he? Kante would have been top draw for us to get, really. Oh yeah, just overload the team with wingers, Genie, and the Oxo wingers. Yeah, you guys must be having a little convo on your own ski. What time is it? 31. I'll go for about 5 more minutes, lads. 5 more minutes, and then I'll shut it down tonight because I need to go to sleepage. I don't even think he would, to be honest. Probably 80 million. What for Kante? Maybe because of his position. Don't know, but if you're looking at like other midfielders, you know, top midfielders, could be about that price, I guess. You might be on something there, Leon. If he's only 80 million though, then Liverpool should go out and buy him, shouldn't they? Let's face it. You know, I think someone could poach him from Chelsea, I really do. They're in a little bit of transition, aren't they, at the moment? Well, they will be in the summer. Charles says, do you think we have sewn up third after Spurs drew last night? Yeah, probably. Probably Charles, mate. What do you reckon? I think so. Did you guys enjoy the calling part tonight? Obviously, it was a bit of a test run. It will improve. It will run a bit more smoother and stuff. Was the sound levels all right and stuff? Obviously, different people will have different mics and stuff. So, let me know quickly before I leave and that. Because that way, I will know for next time, you know. Leon, Mike, oh yeah, can't wait. Genie and Ox are not wingers. Ox can play there, but I want him to focus on his spot for me too, and not him rotating with our wingers. Skype dad, says Leon Roberts. What's my Skype? Are you saying, Leon? I think, did you have me? I think you did, didn't you, Leon? Or are you saying, am I going on Skype or something? I won't be now if you're asking if I'm going back on it, buddy, because I'm going to be shutting it down in a minute. I've been live streaming for like 2 hours. Good night, mate. Sleep well, says Nathan. Good night, buddy. Thank you for joining me, though, Nathan. Russia can bomb as long as they bomb the Manx first. Yeah. I think this is the first time in the history of Liverpool Football Club to be linked with very highly rated players. Would you agree? No, I don't know, Blue Tick, because we have been linked with very high rated players in my time of supporting them. But did we buy them really? Not really, but we have on and off bought a couple of worldies, but not a lot. It hasn't happened a lot, you know. But we've always been promised a big player here and there, but hasn't really materialised too much. Really enjoyed it, Daz. Want to join in every day. I'm glad to hear it, mate. I'm glad to hear it. I really enjoyed having you on the show as well, mate. Sam, I'm an awkward teenager. That's my excuse if my calling was weird. Sam, mate, there was nothing weird about your call, as far as I was concerned anyway. I think everyone else probably enjoyed it as well, mate. Genie is a winger. Check again. Listen. Yes, Michael, mate. Michael, yeah, he was. Michael Dunn says, hey, Daz. Michael, you covered it again. Michael always says, hey, as I'm about to go, doesn't he? You're right, Michael, mate. How are you? I always say I'm about to go, and then Michael goes, hey, Daz. I swear he waits until I say I'm about to go, and he goes, hey, Daz, try and keep me on for another half an hour. It's not happening tonight. I'm shattered now. Mikey says, Daz, Kante or Keita, who would win that battle? The modern day Gerrard v Lampard. Not a bad comparison, that, mate. Difficult, innit? But hopefully Keita, because Keita is Liverpool, isn't he now? So he will be in the summer. But Kante's a quality player as well, isn't he? I'm an awkward 13-year-old going through puberty. That's my excuses, random. Even second is reachable as we're only 4 points behind this guy. Yeah, I think second's reachable as well. If Man United throw it away, but it's theirs to throw away, isn't it? Scottish bloke talking about Liverpool, not a lot of that up here. There's not a lot of it down here either, mate, to be fair, especially not Scottish blokes. Everyone at the end type, hey, Daz. Yeah. Oh. Oh dear. I swear that is Michael's tactic. I'm tired myself, Daz. I'm sure you are, mate. I'm sure you are, buddy. Paul says players played out of position doesn't mean it's natural position, does it? No. And you guys are, I think LSM and Paul are talking amongst themselves. Yeah, so that's what I mean, bro. Right. That's me then, guys. I am knackered. Thank you for joining tonight, lads. It's been a pleasure. It's been good to actually do a couple of call-ins tonight. That's what I wanted to do before. I've been wanting to get that set up for a while. Was it entertaining? It was for me anyway. It's good to get a couple of other people's views. We're going to start doing that more often, guys, especially on match day. So if you want to get involved, which you bloody better do, because I want it to happen, on Saturday, well, I don't know, around the game anyway. I might be watching a game at home, lads. So if I'm watching a game at home, I'll probably do a live stream while the game's on. And then after the game, we'll do some match reactions, yeah, with some call-ins. So make sure you've got a Skype account set up for that. So you can come on the live stream and do it. Look, everyone's saying, hey, Dad, mate. Good night, guys. Good night, Michael. You divs, look at you. Hey guys. It's not going to work tonight, lads. My apologies. It may work other nights though, so I'm just saying. But yeah, Moore says, great watch as always, Daz, mate. Good night all. Take care, Moore. I'm glad it was a good watch, mate. Hey, Daz, says Michael. Good night, lads. Good rib, man. Yeah, take care, guys. Thanks for joining me. That's it. I hope you're enjoying the new setup and everything. I hope it's running a bit smoother now. It will improve. Trust me, once we're getting used to it all and that. Thank you for joining me. I've been on the Bench TV. You've all been legends. I'm going to go and get some kip. Get some sleep, guys. You shouldn't all be up at this late hourage. You dirty stop-outs. Take care, guys. See you in the next one. Mwah. See you later.